888-9-TCM-SHOP.
Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. We're just a couple of days away from Christmas, so for the next few hours, we're going to present some films that emphasize the more serious side of this holiday. First, a movie that's a particularly good fit for Christmas, a story about the life of Jesus. It's a 1961 version of King of Kings, produced by a man who in the 1960s was beginning to dominate what had once been Cecil B. DeMille's domain, and that's epic films with biblical content. His name was Samuel Bronston, and in his time, he produced a whole stream of spectacular movies like El Cid, 55 Days of Peking, and The Fall of the Roman Empire among them. Like DeMille, Bronston was well aware of the box office appeal of biblical stories, especially if a little sex and debauchery were thrown in. Easy to do, thanks to the behavior of so many of those who populate the Bible, such as Sheba, Salome, Bathsheba, Eve, and all those others. DeMille had made a silent screen version, actually, of King of Kings in 1927. And 2 years after DeMille died, Bronston did this remake, using all the fancy trimmings of the 60s, such as 70mm widescreen dimensions, Technicolor, and stereophonic sound. But the big surprise of the movie was Bronston's choice of a director, and that's Nicholas Ray. At the time, most of Nick Ray's previous films had focused on the urban jungle and modern angst, such as Rebel Without a Cause and In a Lonely Place. But Nick Ray did so well making this epic, it totally opened new doors for him as a director. And soon after, Bronston had signed him to do another movie spectacular. But here's the first, a film starring Jeffrey Hunter as Christ, also with Robert Ryan, Rip Torn, Rita Gam, Vivica Linfors, Bridget Baslin as Salome, and Herb Hatfield of Dorian Gray fame as Pontius Pilate. So from 1961, with a wonderful music score by Miklos Rosa and the magnificent voice of Orson Welles as the narrator, here's King of Kings.